Good afternoon, babes. Wanted to just hop in. I know it's a day early than Wednesday and it's Tuesday today, but I've had this topic on my mind for a little bit and I just want to get it off my chest. What is the difference between training with someone that is just them, a nice personal training, from an artist themselves or from a brand? They're all going to be pros, so I'm not bashing anyone. I am a supporter of both, but this will just help you know which one to decide you want to do. So when we're talking about taking a training from a actual person, a lash artist, who is specifically having something, a curriculum from their own artistry, from their own trainings themselves, everything, you get a more personable training. I'm just gonna get my list here. I tried to do it without my book, but so when you take a private training or any training from a actual person instead of a brand, like a big brand, you get a more personable, more real life, more raw human of a training, right? You get to try different products. It's not all just one product base. So you are able to test different ones. Maybe the tweezers are from this place and the lashes are from this place, gel pads from this place. So it's more well-rounded as far as product knowledge goes. Ongoing mentoring, a lot of the times, I know I offer ongoing mentoring 100% of the time. I even add you to a secret Facebook page for all of my past students, and same thing for an email list. So you always have ongoing training, ongoing mentoring for the rest of time. Whereas I don't know many brands who do that. You get a real artist that has been working, and usually they've been working at least 5 years, I hope. You have smaller class sizes when you work with someone private and personal. You go to them a lot of the times instead of when you're looking at locations as far as taking a class goes. A lot of the times you're able to just go to a company's website and they'll say where a training will be. But instead, if you're going to an actual person, then you might have to go to them instead of them coming to you, unless someone is hosting them in your city or you want to host them. So a lot of the times going with someone personal, you might have to travel, but I think that's the perk. I love traveling for classes. With private classes, you get real, raw, completely real opinions instead of biased opinions, you know? With personal trainings, they are always updating. I take about 3 classes a year, and I am always changing my PowerPoints. I'm always changing my manuals. Everything is always new and updated. Nothing is ever outdated, and if it's outdated, I want my people to tell me so I can update it, you know? Whereas with a brand, I don't know how, maybe they have a lot more branding, obviously, to do because they're bigger, so they have a lot more printing to do, they have a lot more everything to do, and so they might not update as often, maybe once a year, twice a year at max. And last but not least, with a private personal training, you get fast responses. Whereas with a brand, you might have to email them, wait a couple days, bounce it back from a couple different people to finally get your answer to your question. Okay, pros about going with a company for lash training. So you get nice, well-rounded curriculum. Just right off the bat, you get a really nice book, you get nice product kits, everything is branded to that brand. Usually they have bigger class sizes, so if you like groups rather than just like a smaller class size, that's great for you. All about that brand's product one-on-one. So if you really like a brand's product and you want more about that product, that'll be great. Go toward that because they will know the more of their products than almost anyone would. Usually they would come to you, kind of like how I mentioned earlier. Since they are a lot bigger than a purse, just one single person brand, they do have a company brand, and so they may be able to travel a little bit more, and you look to see where they're traveling instead of you traveling to them, which that might be easy for you. You get automatic community because you're in a class of like 15, 20 girls. I think my first official lash class with a big company was like 30 people in it, which is like ridiculous. But that's okay. And now I'm friends with like all of them, I think, if I remember. And last but not least, usually you get a percentage off of their product, which is bomb. Like, who doesn't want percentage off product? Bonkers. So those are the pros and, well, no cons, but those are all the pros between trying to decide if you want to train with a personal artist, privately or a small class, or if you want to go with a lash company. Either is fine. Whatever works for you and your personality is totally fine. Totally great. Just do it and try it, and as long as you're learning, I'm happy. Boom. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.